You think he's lost?
Buzz, what do we do?
What do we do, Buzz?
That psycho wants to expose our secret.
Sid Phillips is the seventh person to come forward in the last month with claims of sentient toy attacks. I don't know about this one, folks. What do you think? Are toys real? Give me a call.
The House of Mouse is set to take fans not so much into the unknown, but in fact into the well-known. Following yesterday's Disney quarterly earnings call, CEO Bob Iger announced some pretty huge news confirming that Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, and Toy Story 5 are officially in the works. As expected, the news has seen a mix of reactions online, leaving some fans overwhelmed with excitement and others calling to leave the franchises alone after seeing their favorite characters' stories wrapped nicely. And like many other people on Twitter, we're not sure how many times we can say goodbye to Woody, Buzz, and the gang, but it looks like we're in for another rodeo. The move doesn't come as much of a surprise after all three of the series Iger has confirmed for sequels have crossed the $1 billion line at the global box office, whereas the likes of some of their latest animated features such as Strange World were considered a flop. But we hope this isn't just a cash cow for the company, and they do these iconic stories and characters the justice they deserve. Whilst we don't have any details on the upcoming sequels, we've got a lot of ideas for Disney. So today we're going to be counting down 5 plot ideas for Toy Story 5. Hello and welcome back to SLUURP. Before we jump into the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be kept up to date with all our latest content. Now, let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, the return of Sid. Within the Toy Story franchise, Sid is one of the only human characters, and as memorable as he is, he actually only appeared once. Every sequel villain has seen a toy take the spotlight from Lotso, Gabby, and Stinky Pete. But Sid was the bad guy that kicked off the franchise in Toy Story 1. We think it's fair to say the following films haven't been as sinister in a child-friendly way, of course. To see Sid and his devious behavior return would no doubt go down great with fans and would likely help Disney get them on board who are already apprehensive about a 5th film being made. It would be awesome for Sid to have grown up but not out of his sadistic ways and makes his return 15 years after Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the gang terrorized him. Now, as a political conspiracy theorist, his goal is to find Woody and expose the truth about toys to the world. We'd love to see Sheriff Jesse, Buzz, and the other toys in a race against time to get to Woody and Bo Peep before Sid in order to keep their secret safe. Here we could see another antagonist introduced, this time an AI toy who is looking to stop them. This plot would be an awesome way to reintroduce an iconic character and also be a plot point to reunite Woody and Buzz once again. We love this idea so much we even created a concept trailer, which you can check out via the link in the description of this video. Number 4. Andy's sister, Molly. In the first 3 Toy Story movies, Andy's family is rarely touched upon within the series. We'd only see brief glimpses of his mom and sister. But this is definitely an area within the universe that Disney could revisit. Instead of the 5th installment following on from Toy Story 4, it'd be very interesting to jump back to the time period around the 3rd film that sees the story focusing on Andy's sister Molly and her collection of toys. This would give audiences a chance to see the franchise and Andy's home life and family from another perspective. Andy's sister will be navigating her own world when her brother leaves for college, and we love to see this explored. This could also allow Disney to implement elements of Andy's toys in the plot. After all, they do only live across the hallway, and it would be awesome to see these toys cross paths. Number 3. Tech versus toy. In the digital age, toys are becoming more and more advanced and tech is growing more popular as opposed to traditional physical toys. It would be awesome for Toy Story to take a modern approach that sees the children of the Toy Story world abandoning their toys for video games. Disney could take inspiration from the Skylanders franchise, which is a toy-to-life action-adventure video game. The games are played by placing character figures called the Skylanders on the Portal of Power, which is a device that reads the figure's tags through NFC and transports the character represented by the figure into the game as a playable character. Just imagine this concept, but with Buzz, Woody, and the gang transported into an epic video game adventure. Number 2. Andy gets his toys back. The end of Toy Story 3 is without a doubt one of the most emotional animated movie scenes and marked the end of an era for the franchise. The end of the 3rd film sees Andy giving his toy collection to a little girl named Bonnie. He explains how much his beloved childhood toys mean to him and plays with them one last time before leaving for college. Woody's line, "So long, partner," as he watches Andy drive off into the distance is a tear-jerker for sure. Disney could tap into the emotional storyline of Andy and his toys by reintroducing an older Andy, who now has children and wants his toys back for them. This would give the franchise a heartwarming full-circle moment. Seeing Andy overjoyed as he's reunited with his childhood toy collection would be a beautiful way to finally round up the franchise. But it wouldn't surprise us if Disney just kept throwing out Toy Story films and spin-offs if it acts as a cash cow. And coming in at number 1, Lost Toys. At the end of Toy Story 4, we see Woody and Bo Peep decide they must leave each other again, but Buzz convinces Woody that Bonnie is okay without him, and that he is free to stay with Bo. Woody gives his badge to Jessie and becomes a lost toy along with Bo, her sheep, McDimples, Kaboom, Bunny, and Ducky. The ending seemingly rounded up the franchise, and fans thought this would be the last film, and best friends Woody and Buzz would go on to live their own separate lives. But there's a very high chance we're set to see the two reunited. The 5th film could easily kick off with how the two toys are navigating their new lives without each other, with the toys left without their fearless leader. Buzz is now in charge back at home with Bonnie. But in true Disney fashion, an outside factor brings the duo and complete toy gang back together once again. Whilst the whole franchise has seen toys and their owners share special bonds, there's been a few occasions where a child has become separated from their favorite toy. And this could be the fate for Bonnie's toys, as we see a shift that sees all the toys decide they want to be lost toys. This would definitely be a risky move, but it would allow the franchise to evolve from its original premise that saw the likes of Buzz and Jessie gaining independence from their owners. It would be a nice way to round up the franchise one last time that sees a heartwarming reunion with the toys Woody and Bo Peep. And of course, best buds Woody and Buzz. This would leave fans with the confirmation that the pair are set to stick together and live their lives as lost toys. If Disney did take this route, hopefully, this would be the last installment to the franchise, because we're not sure how many times we can say goodbye to these toys. But regardless, Disney still has plenty of material to work with in the 5th movie. We'll be patiently waiting for Disney to announce further details on the upcoming Toy Story 5. And while we wait, leave a comment below and let us know what you think of our plot pitches and what you're hoping to see in Toy Story 5. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and thanks for watching.
Come on, mama told me one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king, and my papa told me it's okay to sit where shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams, cause they'll get you through this so-called life they call living, but I call it strange, and I bet I'll do it, cause I'm on my way and strong enough that I can shake the pain. Hey, Mr. Sun